Man, I was on heroin, y'all, and it was in my veins. I need to give you something crazy to put at the beginning. And you'd be like, what, Kev? The deep end. Zoom.
There's no comedian in Hollywood that doesn't know who you are. I see you pop up on Den of Kings.
Be careful about going. Ray J's gonna smack the crap out of you. Genuinely smack the Sonic rings out of my bag. He knocked the tears back in.
The NLE Choppa, Jonathan Majors moment.
It was tense in there. And I was hungry also. Hollywood is crazy, and people do be having crazy stuff. I don't know about that life.
Never saw you at the Diddy party.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I didn't get invited. Halls closed. I say nigga. Mr. KevOnStage says nigga. He says hell. Demonic. 6'7".
They'll say, oh, Kev lukewarm.
Yep.
Kev this, Kev that.
If you call me lukewarm, I'm not a Christian. Luckily for me, you're not the person that gets to decide that.
Ooh.
If your Christian walk prevents you from engaging with people who are not Christians, how strong is your walk?
This is The Deep End with Lecrae.
Who's ready for the Rican Yes, it's the bottle service cause you popping it. Ran up the check and you ain't got no doctorate. You ain't got opposition, you got opposite. Say you don't want it, no maybe, no probably. I take the policy, yet it expired. They say they killers, they wearing a blind. Even just filling your head up with lies. If we gon' kick it, you ain't gotta. How many of y'all know that for the stuff? What you saying to be different? I might do it just to show it. Whoa, I might do it just to show it. We be like la 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 la.
Yes, I'm on the road, and when I'm on the road, the background looks different. And today the background looks different because I'm in LA, and I'm in LA with an esteemed guest. He has a collection of independent films and TV series. He's a director. He is an entrepreneur, a father, and one of the funniest dudes that you're gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? So I got none other than KevOnStage, man.
What's up, y'all? Gang, gang.
It's
Can
about
I say that?
time.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
told Lecrae when he hit me, I was like, man, I want to be on this podcast from the beginning.
Which is great.
But I didn't want to be like, hey, man, can I do a podcast or anything like that?
We would have definitely done.
I know. I should have just hit you and be like, man, I want to come to it. Because I was in Atlanta. But when I was in Atlanta, you were gone.
That's true.
So I was
That's true.
just like, ah.
Yeah, we've been.
But now the Lord
LA.
saw fit.
Yeah, you came. We had to get you after Will Smith and Megan.
Ah.
Like, we gotta work our way up, bro.
Build it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Work our way up, man. So it's been dope. We were talking earlier just about your journey, and you know, a lot of people know you as a stand-up comedian or a content creator, but I've known you for years, and it's funny to see you now because I remember, like, one of my good friends was like, yeah, man, let's start this TV production company. Let's make some films. And I was like, bet, I'm bankrolling it. And then I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it. He's like, I got this idea for this movie, man. And I was like, all right, cool. I don't understand how none of this stuff works. Right? He's the film guy. I don't know how it works. I'm like, well, you know who? I said, well, KevOnStage, you know, we can get him to be a part of this, man. He know all this type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I get Kev out. We get this dinner. I invite Kev to come eat. I present this pitch to him. You know, I'm like, so what do you think? Kev's like, cool, that sounds cool. You should have been like, bro, you don't know what you're doing, bro.
I don't never want to stop nobody from whatever they feel like their path is.
You could have stayed. You could have been like, bro, I already am building this. And I've been doing it for a long, long time. And this is cute, Craig. This is cute. What you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you considering me. And thank you for this expensive meal.
That was good though. I remember that restaurant. We was eating kebabs.
Yeah.
Chicken and steak. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. Katana, I think
Katana.
it was. Yeah, it was legit.
Yeah. And Kev was like, yeah, I got you, man. Then I look back and Kev got films and TVs and commercials. And I said, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I coming to pitch this man?
Oh, it's hilarious.
But it's dope to see where you've gone, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing. It's been a really good year for me. Shout out to God.
Yeah.
And I just hope it continues on. I think we've laid a good groundwork, made a lot of good relationships, and I think we just keep going.
Yeah.
Hopefully things get bigger. But for me, I think a lot of it is like, I be cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Like things don't have to get bigger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I already won.
Yeah.
I already won. Like, I get to do what I love for a living. I'm able to employ people, period, but people close to me. I've got a great relationship with my wife and kids. I've got family that are close friends of mine. Like, I think sometimes we, especially in Hollywood, we always want more and more and more and more. And there's never going to be enough if your appetite is insatiable. And no success will be enough if you are not content, you know? And the Bible talks about being content. And I think Will Smith really like snapped this into perspective, not personally just watching him.
Yeah.
But like when you've reached $100 million at the box office every time, and then he was like, 80 million isn't enough. And I'm like, dog, that's insane.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Yeah.
Like, and nothing and no one can go up indefinitely. No artist, nothing goes up indefinitely. No athlete.
Yep.
You eventually plateau, you peak, plateau, and come back down and settle wherever you are.
Yeah.
So I think I've been blessed enough to be able to do what I want for a living. I can travel. I can house my family in a safe, environment. I'm good. I do want more.
For sure. But you're content at where you are as well.
Bro, I get to go all over the United States making people laugh. And they give me money in exchange for a night of laughter, bro. I used to work at a bank, teetering on getting fired. Worked at Boeing, teetering on getting fired. All deaf, teetering on getting fired or laid off. I'm not on the verge of getting fired and laid off anymore. So I won, Craig.
Unless you fire yourself.
Unless I fire myself. Which I'm not going to do that.
It's funny because we were talking about this too. It's like, it's hard not to root for you because every moment of like everything you accomplish, you celebrate with us online. Like,
yes.
And you act like brand new. Like you never act like you've made it.
I haven't.
But it's funny because it's like, bro, there's no comedian in Hollywood, black comedian, that doesn't know who you are.
I don't believe that.
My brother.
I don't believe that. My wife says similar things all the time.
Are you serious?
I don't think Kai Cenat knows me.
Okay, he's like 12.
I know,
so
but I want to bump into him and he'll be like, "What up, Kev?" And I want to look in his eyes and be like, "Do you know who I am?"
And he did Wale dirty.
Man, Wale, Deion Cole. But that's why I never assume anybody knows me because then I can never be hurt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
It's a defense mechanism.
Fair.
You can fit have me out here looking crazy.
I mean, bro, Kevin Hart knows who you are.
He does. But I don't know about Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle absolutely
You don't know that, Craig.
Absolutely.
You don't know. Eddie Murphy. I shook his hand
but
this week.
Eddie Murphy lives in a insulated world.
Did you see his house?
Yes.
Lecrae, I was like, man, what? I thought they were shooting the documentary at a museum.
He got 80s money.
Bruh. And 90s and early 2000s and late 2000s and this year. His house opens up. The drone came up from his floor out into the world. He said, it's getting cold in here. Let me close the roof. I said, the roof to your home? To your abode? When it gets cold in my house, I turn the heat on and I close the window. His roof is like the roof of a stadium. What are you saying to me? That man said when I lost my Oscar, I was the most annoyed that I lost when I could have been at home. He wasn't even mad that he lost. He was mad that he left. I should have stayed at home. But no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I struggle to believe that. But they say in sports, you score a touchdown, act like you've been here before. And athletes be like, but I haven't. And for me, I'm not that in this world for that long.
Yeah.
I still done had most of my life out of this world.
Yeah.
And that's what really blows my mind a lot of times. I'm seeing these people that I know, like, that recognize me, that I grew up watching. Like, the last time I worked with Will Smith, I went to do something. They were promoting Bad Boys 2.
Yep.
And I went backstage, and he was, "Oh, what up, Kev?" He was like, "I'm having a great day, but it's always better when you're around." And I was like, because that was like the third or fourth time I worked with him at that point.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he'd remember me anytime. And when me and Tony worked with him on Bad Boys as well, he was like, "Oh, Tony, I love your stuff." Started quoting videos to him.
Yeah.
And Tony was like, man, I be on Instagram. Why you don't think I be on the gram watching videos? I'm a regular dude. I like your videos too. So it's like, but bro, you've been famous my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard to believe.
You have a new medium, man, a new way of connecting with people. That's been super dope to see. It's also like I see you popping up in different places.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I see you pop up on Den of Kings.
I was on, oh my.
I ain't even got a Den of Kings invite, Kirk.
Bruh, be careful about going.
If
Ray J's gonna smack the crap out of you.
Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up.
Oh my God.
Ray J is the most unserious, serious person I've ever met in my life, man. You sitting there having a moment, and he's like,
genuinely smacked the Sonic rings out of my bag. He knocked the tears back in. He was hitting. I was like, but bro, I'm looking in his eyes. He being for real. He's not being funny.
Yeah.
He's not like trying to hijack a moment. He really saw, oh man, you going through it. And then posted up like, Ray J, y'all.
What was funny too was you laughed at yourself in a serious moment. Like, you was like, oh, this is great. This is content.
Absolutely.
I'm breaking down and Ray J is smacking my back.
I told my wife, and she don't believe me. I said, in the moment, I said, this is going to go viral. In the moment, I said, whoever clips this first, it's going to go viral. Because it's too many odd things happening. I'm crying. My voice is cracking. Ray J smacking me. He's posting up. You got it, dog. Thank you, Ray J. Saying that and shaking his hand.
Thank you,
it was too many things at once that happened. I knew it was going to go viral in the moment.
So life doesn't happen every 2 weeks. So why does your payday? The money you earn should be in your hands when you need it, right? And that's exactly what EarnIn does. EarnIn is the original earned wage access app. It lets you access your paycheck as you work instead of waiting for your payday. You can get up to $150 a day with a max of $750 between paychecks. And let me be clear. This is not a payday loan. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. This is literally your money. And look, I've been there before. Unexpected stuff hits at the worst times. Gas, a bill you forgot, groceries, even something very simple like just want to take your kids out before your payday hits. EarnIn helps with those moments without pushing you into debt. You download the EarnIn app, you add your info, you start accessing your pay as you earn it. You can leave an optional tip to help keep the app running, but it's not required. Whatever you access plus tips gets paid back automatically on your next paycheck, and EarnIn is helping millions of people avoid debt traps and take control of their pay. It's your money. EarnIn is just helping put it where it belongs, in your hands. Download this EarnIn app today. It's EARNIN in the Google Play or the App Store. When you sign up, type The Deep End with Lecrae under podcast. It's going to help support the show. And again, that's The Deep End with Lecrae under podcast. EarnIn is a financial technology company. It's not a bank. Access limits are based on your earnings and risk factors. So standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Expedited transfers available for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. It's available in select states. So visit earnin.com for full details. Download EarnIn now. Take control of your pay.
So the NLE Choppa,
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors moment, like we saw it all like online,
Mm-hmm.
right? And NLE was feeling like, man, y'all, I misunderstood it. Like, what is the energy in that room?
So it was interesting, right? Because it's like, I don't really debate people on theology because I found, I used to, but I found that for a lot of people, which I understand, your theology is your DNA and you can't separate it. And a lot of times people don't want to be challenged on it and you can't be challenged on it. So when we were talking, I'm like, I didn't realize how young, I mean, I realized NLE's younger than me, but I didn't realize he was 22. He like literally could be my child. And I don't mean that in a demeaning way.
Yeah.
But he's also very
passionate
about his thing. And in my Christian years, the people you really don't want to say nothing about Jesus, people who just found him, who are from the streets. If you're from the streets, you just found Jesus, you can't tell me nothing about him. I should be dead, G. Oh God, cuz like a new dude from the streets who find the Lord.
I'm cripping for Christ.
Bro, he not trying to hear nothing.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm hearing that. I'm realizing he's not really letting you speak and feeling you. Like, and that's not even an age thing. Like, you can't tell me about my lived experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to tell my lived experience, and he was like, nah, but you don't understand. You don't understand, right? Jonathan Major's trying to tell him his lived experience. He's like, well, you just do this. And it's like, you ever be getting mad and you feel your toes curl up in your shoes? I felt like toes were curling up. And I feel like, in the shoes, you kind of like gritting your teeth. You're getting frustrated because you can't get your words out.
Okay.
Like I told him in the video, in the episode, he was like, I'm listening. I'm like, you're not listening while you're saying you're listening. Like, you stopping us from talking in the room. So I feel like,
but I'm listening.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be like to big homie him, but it's like, I'm 42 now, and when I was young, you couldn't tell me stuff, and I just had to go through it. Like I used to, I really wanted my own place, and my parents were like, "I'm telling you, it's not what you think." And I'm like, "Nah, y'all don't know. I'm at my own spot. I'm gonna do this." When I got my own spot, within 13 seconds, I realized, oh, this ain't what I think. All the bills start coming to me.
Yeah,
the heat. You want to turn it up as much as you want. Because that bill coming to you, the first time that heat came to me, Lecrae, I kid you not, I turned the heat off for the rest of my time I lived in that apartment.
Wow.
When it was bedtime, I went and put sweats on and a hoodie and a beanie and 2 pairs of socks because that bill was so high. And I can't be surprised. So it was like that. Like, you got to live through that. And a couple weeks later, he came around and was like, because when he was saying that Jesus is his brother, I was like, no, I haven't had that theological experience. But some theologian I follow were like, I don't want to mess this up, but I saw some theologians I follow say that's low Christology, like that idea of thinking. There's a thinking for that. So I'm just not finna argue with you, but it was tense in there. Kirk did his best to like corral the group, but it was like tense, and then the subject matter was also tense. So it was tense, and I was hungry also. Like, when I first saw Den of Kings, I'm seeing the spread, and the food was amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one eating.
Oh,
I'm 270, and I'm like, bro, y'all making me. And I was like trying to eat right and do better, so I skipped lunch because I'm like, I'm finna go in on Den of Kings. I want a king spread.
Oh,
we over here gritting teeth and stuff, and this fish is getting cold. I'm starving for real. And that food was amazing.
I know it was.
The chef? Bruh, and all these plates untouched. I plan to get another plate. I plan to do this. So it was a great experience, very interesting experience, but it was absolutely tense in there. It was absolutely tense. And I was trying to add some levity, but there wasn't a lot of levity moments.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
I think, I've called Kirk and been like, Kirk, out of these couple episodes of Den of Kings, I know you like trying to be like, hey, yeah, express yourself. I said, but Kirk, you gonna have to pull the reins on some of this. Like, you gotta be the OG
right.
a couple times in there. Another thing, bro, when I was watching, I seen you on Den of Kings.
Yeah.
Shedding some tears. I seen you on B. Simone's podcast.
Oh, B. Simone brought tears out of me.
Shedding some tears.
Good grief.
Like, are you normally a crier? Or is it like, does it take something to get you there all the time?
No, I feel like I wasn't. I mean, I was a crier as a kid, but as a man, I really wasn't. I felt like I had to be strong.
Yeah.
When we had kids, it unlocked a level of emotion that I didn't know I had.
Okay.
Anything father related, losing kids related, if it was a movie, animated or legit.
Yeah.
The Crudes, boy, I'm bawling big tears in the Crudes. Tears in the Crudes. Because he was a dad. Oh my.
I gotta watch
It's about a dad who's struggling to let go. That's really what the Crudes is. Like, they've lived in a cave, literally in a cave.
Okay.
And then, like, I think an asteroid or earthquake happened, destroyed his cave. They got to go out in the world.
Okay.
He's struggling to let his family go. How do I protect you in this new world?
Yeah.
Brother, I said, hold on, Nick Cage. How do I protect my children in this new world? I'm trying to be safe. They young and black. Crudes had me crying big tears.
Oh, you know what did get me? I'm on a plane ride. For whatever reason, the altitude or something.
Yeah.
Does something to you.
For sure.
Because I watched what's the movie? It's the Disney movie with the the Day of the Dead, the
Coco.
Coco.
Oh my God.
Coco got me.
Remember me. I said. When that grandma said, I said, remember me, Jesus. Grandma. Remember me. Even I be just pulling that song up sometimes and my tears well. Inside Out got me. Both of those got
Inside
me.
Out got me.
Man, I be struggling.
Inside Out got me. Okay.
And then when my brother died, then I was like, whatever like ability I had to maintain, tears was gone.
Yeah.
And also I feel like it's healthy. I feel like crying is it's a healthy part of the human experience. I feel like it's actually more healthy to let it happen than to try to bottle it up or prevent it from happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you were working out and you tried not to sweat, like that would be dangerous to you to try not to sweat. That is your body's natural way of trying to, you know, regulate your temperature, all this type of stuff. I feel like to try to stop yourself from crying, you're not experiencing the feeling. Because I feel like if I cry, I gotta cry. If I gotta pee, if I gotta poop, whatever I gotta do naturally,
you gotta do it.
If you gotta do it. Otherwise, you're holding in something that needs to be expressed. So whether it's music, you got a song on your album that's Big Skip City for me. You talk about your cousin. I said, nigga, headphones, one time listen. I love the album. When that comes on, I was in the gym. I said, hold on, what did he say? Skip. Can't do it. I'm too open.
No, I feel you.
Because music really opens you up to like when you it's your cousin, it's my brother.
Yeah.
You rapping, but I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've cried on stage singing that a couple times too.
Yeah, I'm working on a new show that I feel like I probably will cry on stage, but I feel like it's the most excited I've been to create something new. Because I feel like using the art form of laughter, I realized over the last 3 years since Jay went on to be with him, we all experience grief. If you're able to continue living, the longer you live, the more grief you will experience. And by making light of it, I've helped other people and helped myself. So I want to craft a story around that and see, like, that's the hardest thing to do. Make people laugh about things they shouldn't laugh about. So I want to see if I can do it. But I think, you know, I don't shy away from my feelings. If I cry on this podcast, I just cry. And it's not even like, sometimes when I do podcasts, people, I can tell they're trying to ask me a question to goad me into crying. It never happens like that. Like B. Simone was asking me about my wife. I don't often cry about asking me about my wife, but like just when I go into the space of what she's been to me, especially during that time period, I'm wide open. I was at dinner with Duran Bernard, me, my wife, and Duran. Beauty and Essence. He's one of the most talented people literally on earth. I believe that. And he had one of those card games that you ask questions, bro. I'm in the restaurant bawling my eyes out because he asked me about my wife. And this is before my brother passed.
Wow.
I'm just a crybaby.
Yeah.
And I'm still real nigga. Can I say nigga? I'm sorry.
You can.
Okay. I say nigga. I say nigga. I say nigga. People are like, he changed. You never knew me. Because I've said nigga my whole life. I stopped saying it on social media because it would stop your videos from doing well. But I never stopped saying it. But anyway, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Christian YouTubers.
Well, black Christians should be okay.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Christian KevOnStage says nigga. He says hell. Demonic. 6'7". Make your videos. Do your worst. I will not live my life in a way to prevent you from making a YouTube video about me. You're going to do it anyway. I'm going to live my truth. Sorry, Craig.
6'7".
6'7", demonic.
Okay, so wait a minute. You brought up the 6'7", the demonic type of vibes. In your book, let me read you the quote specifically.
Yes, this is great.
All right. So in your book, you said, we grew up churchy, surrounded by opinions about love, sex, and marriage, but little concrete advice. And I find it interesting because I didn't grow up in church. And I would imagine the people who grew up in church would be further along than me in some of these areas.
You would imagine.
Yeah.
But in my experience, there was and this is just mine. I don't want to put this on the black church. I want to be clear. This is my experience.
For sure.
In my churches.
In most black churches.
Yeah. Right. It ends up being like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of practical advice for things. It was just biblical admonishment, don't do this. Why? Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was a teen, I was like, I'm horny, bad. And I would like to enter into a vagina. I would like to enter into those gates with thanksgiving, to those courts with praise. So I'm asking my like teen leader, I was like, what can I like do to like not do this? And they was like, you just got to pray. Okay, done that. Okay, it's still hard.
Mm-hmm.
Still hard.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pray again. Pray twice. Pray 3 times. Pray 7 times. Meat still hard. Now what? Take a cold shower. Cool. Now I'm cold, wet, and hard. So what else do you have? Now, mind you, these are 50, 60-year-old boomers
Yeah.
who father. They don't know. They were married at 18.
Yeah.
They don't really have no advice, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not even blaming them for eventually having sex, but it was like,
Or they hid it.
or they hid it.
And we're like,
right. And that was a lot of
we can't
stuff.
talk about this.
Man, that was such that hiding stuff in Christianity was a very damaging to me. I realized in my age. I thought we were all playing by the same rules.
Mm-hmm.
We said no drinking. Okay. No
Mhm.
drinking. Drinking's a sin. I'm with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When I grow up, I realized, oh, y'all drink.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, we just drink on cruises. Or like my grandma had a bottle of Seagram's gin behind the TV. She drinking hot TV gin. This is a big booty TV. I said, you know how tough life got to be for you to be drinking hot gin?
Oh, man.
So I'm finding out that in my experience, people are not actually doing the things they say we're not to do. They're just saying don't do them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, one of my pastors like, when I'm on a cruise, I get to really let my hair down and stuff. Or I go to town and drink. Or when I got in trouble for drinking at the reunion tour a year or two ago, I bumped into so many pastors who was like, yeah, I flew out of town because I wanted to have a little drink during the show. And I saw you getting killed. It wasn't going to happen to me. So I went, if they said if my church was in Chicago, I went to the Atlanta show. Yeah, my little drink. I said, so is it the drinking the problem? He was like, no, I just, but you know how people can be, Kev. So what are we saying?
Yeah.
And that's what happened in my life. Sex, alcohol, cussing. I found out that everybody was saying one thing, but they were not actually doing that thing. And for me, if you gonna see me, whatever I am living, I am living.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's cool. You won't find out.
Yeah.
Secretly, it was something else.
Right.
And I feel like your walk with Christ should be your walk.
All right, you got cold mornings, you got holidays around the corner, you got travel, you got family stuff. And it's a season where you don't want to think about clothes. You just want a few solid pieces that feel good, look good. That's why I've been rocking with Quince. Now, I'm not a big fan of fashion for fashion's sake. I like stuff that feels high quality, but still simple, still comfortable. And Quince kind of nailed that lane. I mean, they got the cashmere sweaters. They feel like something you spend a lot of money on, but they're like $50. Then they got the wool coats, the clean, durable, not too flashy, but still sharp. And I've been wearing the denim too. I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels right, stretches right, and it doesn't feel like some of the stuff, it feels like high-end stuff. I like that Quince cuts out the middleman. They work directly with ethical factories and artisans, so you get premium quality at half the cost, and it doesn't feel like fast fashion. It feels like something that you would keep for years. So if you're trying to simplify your closet for the holidays or grab something for somebody else that makes a good gift, Quince is solid. So get the timeless holiday staples that are going to last this season with Quince. Go to quince.com/Lecrae if you want free shipping on your order and a 365-day return. That's quince.com/Lecrae. Free shipping, 365-day returns. Quince.com/Lecrae. All right, I'll see you there. Yeah, now available in Canada too.
And I've used the example before. I have 2 children who are same mom, same dad, same house, same everything experience. They are 2 totally different people that you might not even think they're related.
Yeah.
And I can't parent, love, discipline them in the same way at all. So how could God, with billions of children, do the same exact thing with all of them?
Right.
It doesn't work. And it's not like one's good, one's bad. It's just like if he likes blue, he likes red. If he likes ice cream, he likes yogurt. Like, they're just totally different. And I think people's walks are that way. When I was young, I could not listen to any music that had cussing in it. I just felt so convicted.
Because my wife is just like
Yeah, I couldn't do it. When I'm talking about, I was like 25, 26.
Yeah.
But movies and TV, it didn't bother me at all.
It's crazy.
Game of Thrones, stab, sex, dragons, kill, power, didn't bother me. But a cuss word on a rap song, I'd be like, Jesus, I'm so sorry. Here I am it bothered me. And then it stopped bothering me. So I still got clean albums in my phone, like
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Still the clean version in my phone.
Wow.
Anderson .Paak's album, still the clean version. And once I heard the dirty version, I was like, ooh, it sounds better. But I think it's just, for me, I realized I couldn't try to live a Christianity that appeases other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what your thing is. What makes you cool might not make him or her or him or her. And I'm not an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an actor, but I'm not going to be an actor all the days of my life trying to present a version of Christianity that appeases people.
Right.
I just want to live a life that's appealing to God.
Yeah.
And I hope he's proud of me.
Well, it's interesting to me. Like what I found is that, there are people who are useful in different ways, in different capacities. And rarely is it the people who are coming at you sideways about what you don't do or do that actually struggle with that. They have this straw man that they think is going to struggle with this in some kind of way. Like, Kev, don't say that because that could cause.
Yes.
And it's like, but where's the that could cause person at? Because it's not you. You know what I mean? Like you exist to find people like us to talk about.
Yes.
And I think that's interesting. But what I do find is that you're able. This is how I like to look at you in my perspective. It's like you're like a bridge for a lot of people. Like people who are like, I don't know about the church stuff, about Jesus, about God.
Yeah.
It's like they enter through the gates of KevOnStage and it's like, yo, he cool.
Yeah.
I feel like comfortable. And I might imagine Jesus sitting around the table with people the way you break bread with people.
1000%. I just saw this TikTok, and I actually hate to say that, but I watch a lot of them. And she was saying a lot of Christians follow more of the teachings of Paul than of Jesus. They love Paul's, basically heavy-handedness. But she was like, Paul didn't know Jesus, right? I don't know if this is true or not.
She didn't hang out. Paul wasn't hanging with Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus surrounded himself. This is in the Bible. Sinners and the Republicans. It really just says publicans. That's just always been a funny joke to me. But basically, the outcast of society is who he was always around. Yeah. And that's who we should be embodying, actually, Jesus. And I think for me, that's my goal. I remember when I was doing stand-up in the clubs, it was so interesting. When I be in the clubs, in these real comedy clubs where they drinking and all that type of stuff, and it actually turned into a club after the show in Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club. I would leave by that time because I can't dance. And I'm married. But people would be like, the people from the street love the church material, and the church people love the street material. People, and I used to preach every second Sunday when I was a youth pastor. People would come from the comedy clubs to my church on second Sundays.
Wow.
And then they would see me on Thursday that same week. And nowadays, I still have people who are not religious, not following God. They'll DM me like, yo, I don't really know that many Christians, but my mom's sick. Could you pray for me? Like, they'll hit me on that because I appear available to them. And I want to be that person. And also for me, like PJ Morton was that person for me. I was really struggling. Like, man, I want to do comedy for real, but I don't want to just, early on, I don't want to just do church material. Even my first actual set was, I talked about church because at that time I was 16. All I knew was church and growing up black. But my set was half and half. And PJ Morton and Ty Tribbett were going at it whatever year this was. They were actually on CNN debating whether PJ Morton could sing about love. He wrote a book called Why Can't I Sing About Love? And PJ Morton living his truth of, I love God, I'm the son of a pastor, bishop, huge name, but I don't want to be my dad. I want to sing R&B. So watching him do that allowed me to be comfortable enough to do comedy the way I want to do it, not cussing and doing stuff that I don't do, but also not only performing in churches. And I've run into creatives who are like, yo, I didn't think I could do what I want to do until you did what you do. So I think that is what I want to be for people. And if you want to be super saved, there's a person for you. Just don't try to make me be that person. Let them do their thing. Anna Douglas gonna be saved. I love Anna. She gonna give you that church stuff. And here's what I found. Even she ain't saved enough for the super safe people.
Some of the audience.
Yeah, because some people like, ain't nothing funny. God ain't funny. Life ain't funny.
God don't be laughing.
And the Bible says laughter is like a medicine.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't take medicine then. That's how I feel.
Well, what do you say to, I mean, like, because there are some traps in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
There are some traps in the entertainment
For
business.
sure.
What do you say? Because I think a lot of times they'll say, oh, Kev lukewarm,
Yep.
Kev this, Kev that. And I think there's this idea of like, you have to defend yourself and say, no, I'm not out here wilding. I'm not out here doing none of this crazy stuff. But like, give us the reality of the stuff that people, like, it's like, I don't want to give you credibility.
Yeah.
Because you're wrong. But it do get a little sticky.
Well, here's the thing. One, I don't defend myself to strangers.
Oh, that's good.
We ain't even gonna see each other.
Yeah.
I cannot prove myself to you because then I didn't prove myself to the next person. I'll give you an example of when I was like, this is a new revelation for me, by the way. I was on Twitter, and I'm gonna answer your question.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter, and this dude was like, he don't even look like he could do 10 push-ups, right? And I took offense. So I do 10 push-ups, right? He's like, I did like 30, 40. He was like, okay, he can do 10 push-ups. Same dude. He probably can't bench 225. I'm glad you asked. I go to the gym. I happen to be working out that day anyway. I'm at a hotel that has benches, like free weights, which is very rare to have like a free bench at a hotel.
Yeah.
I go do 225 10 times.
Let's go, Kev.
Right? You know, I'm out here.
Let's
Bad
go.
shoulder, 270.
Let's go.
You know what he says? I got bro in the gym. I said, oh, it doesn't matter what I do because you're going to just move the goalposts every single time, so I can't win. So if you call me lukewarm, I'm not a Christian. Luckily for me, you're not the person that gets to decide that. At the end of the day, your opinion of my walk, my Christianity, my closeness with God, it actually has no bearing on my walk or the person that I am trying to impress.
That's good.
Only God.
Hey, now.
New merch. Only God gets to decide that.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be surprised with who God is happy with and upset with. That's my personal opinion.
I agree with
I think in the Bible, it's been full of people God was mad at, especially Jesus. You know who he's usually frustrated with? Overly religious, legalistic people.
Facts.
People who committed all the sins. He had a lot of grace for those people. The people who try to use religion to shackle people, that's who he was often more frustrated with.
All right, Pastor Kev.
Come on. It was Pharisees, Sadducees who he was literally upset with more of the time. Not the people having sin.
Yeah.
Not the adulterous woman.
Yeah.
He actually had grace for her from the overly religious people.
That's right.
Who were talking about the legal thing. One pastor said this, and I've kept this with me forever. He said, Jesus didn't come to do what was right. He came to do what was good. The thing that was right to the adulterous woman was to stone her. That was the right thing to do. The good thing was to spare her. And that's what Jesus often did.
Yeah.
So Hollywood is crazy. And people do be having crazy stuff. I don't know about that life. Whatever that is that y'all do, that's y'all.
I never saw you at the Diddy party.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited. Right? Hoes closed. Dry.
Yo.
You got to tell them no.
You got to tell them
And
no.
here's the thing, though, and I have an honest opinion. You can be in those spaces and not part of that.
That's right.
Like, people think just because somebody does it, everybody does it.
That's right.
I often go to these events, and it's bigs, dap-ups,
Yep.
get my picture, go home.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed to be married to one woman whom I love.
And wifey be with you. I seen her out
She be
in
with
the
me.
streets with you.
We was just at Eddie Murphy thing.
Yeah.
And when it was over, we went and got some food and we went home.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I have a wife that I like to go home to, kids that I want to see. It keeps me from a lot of that stuff. I haven't had zero wild experiences in Hollywood. Wild for me is getting home at 10:03. Okay? You want to turn over and do a little something, baby? It's 10:03.
Yeah.
That's wild for me.
Yeah.
But even if some crazy stuff popped off, all right. Let me get that Uber going.
You have a way too.
Because these people, there were some holes being open.
You have a way too of like laughing your way out of situations. Like I can imagine someone putting some drugs on the table and you being like, "Hey, well now,
time to go." My nose is for breathing and smelling bacon and greens. I can't even put medicine in my nose. I have allergies. I had a flow days thing. I don't even know how to do that. So I can't do that. My nostril stopped up. Y'all got that. I'm finna head to the house.
And I can see people
And
be
I'm
like,
gone.
"Yo, man, you crazy,
Comedy
man."
gonna get me out of there. Y'all wild. Have fun with that, though. I found out my job at All Day, people was doing cocaine at work.
Man.
2 years, 3 years after I left, I said, where? Where do you do cocaine in an office? We in an office. Why are you doing cocaine at 12:07? It's daytime. You doing bumps of cocaine in the bathroom?
Oh, man.
So, that's not I literally haven't had that experience. I live far from the city. I don't be doing that stuff. And if that stuff is happening, I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, man. It's so many places to go, man. You're out in Hollywood and you said this, you've been with your wife since you were 16.
Yep.
Your experience of the world was limited. And you said you didn't even know you were famous online before you even knew who you were.
Yeah. Yes.
What is that like? What does that mean? What is that experience?
I think part of it is like, I was being one of everyday people.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my numbers are great, like I have 100,000 followers at this time, 300,000 followers. I'm not thinking I'm different than anybody else on the earth. Then people started to be like, I remember when my personal life started to become content for people's YouTube channels and gossip sites. That's when I realized, this is y'all. Wait, hold on, man. I'm just Kev. Mm-hmm. And the videos about me would be doing better than videos about actual traditional celebrities on their channels. And I'm like, talk about, real celebrities, Brad Pitt and Denzel.
Yeah.
But it's like KevOnStage does X. Is KevOnStage and this person still cool? Hold on. That's gossip. That's TMZ type stuff. Mm-hmm. And no, I didn't know who I was. I think I'm always still learning and changing. And one mistake I made probably in 2020 was thinking I could grow in real time and document it in real time and think I could get away with it in real time. Mm. And people not trying to watch you grow online. Mm-hmm. You need to come grown. Mm. You can talk about stuff you learn, but you can't learn and talk. This is what, just for me, I learned.
That's very wise, actually.
Yeah, like go and learn or heal, but don't try to do it at the same time and document it because they're just going to poke holes and drop. And then the other thing I think I realized is like, sometimes, and I'm not saying people, but I just mean like more than one person. People can just bring you down as entertainment for the day. Uh-huh. And it really sits with you for days, weeks, months. Uh-huh. Like you, the topic, this happened to you before multiple times. You were my first good podcast episode, White Blessings. I was like, shout out to this. Kicked off here's the thing. That was our episode. I was like, I'm sorry, Lecrae.
Yeah.
I got to do it.
And listen.
And guess what? When it's my turn, it's going to be unavoidable. Mm-hmm. But I feel like people often don't understand that it really can get to you, especially at that time in my life, where that stuff like I was really trying to be liked by people. Mm-hmm. But there's too many people, man.
Too many.
You can, and Jerry Seinfeld said this in the Eddie Murphy thing, and it's just at the forefront of my mind because I just saw it. He was like, people are going to really love you and they're going to really hate you. And both are lies.
That's right.
And if you want to clamor for this, then the other part's going to hurt. So if you clamor for neither, then you can really live.
You can live.
And I think that's what I've been trying to focus on because obviously as a human being, we crave affection and to be liked, but there's so much on the internet. Sometimes people are not going to like you just because people do like you. Mm-hmm. That happens to artists all the time. Whatever, not even artists, food, whatever trend. Yeah. If too many people like it, somebody's going to be like, I hate it.
How does Melissa and the kids, how have they navigated like those extremes, right? Like they're Melissa's in the spotlight now too as well. So it's like, are they seeing you get big-headed? Are they seeing you change? Are they seeing you struggle because you're getting criticized? And how are they responding to it all? Are you trying to protect them and shield them from stuff? Like, what is that looking like?
I think Melissa sees it all. My boys don't see it all because I don't open that part of myself to them in that way. I'm not like hiding it from them, but I'm not like, some of the stuff I went through, they were just really young, you know, 8 and 6 or 13, 11. They don't even have an understanding. Melissa sees it all. She did not desire, nor does she desire any of this. She would have been completely fine working a 9 to 5 and never being famous, never being Miss KevOnStage. She actually struggles with that sometimes because it's like whatever your vision you had for your life, if it's not that, you got to come to terms with that, right? So Aisha Curry, people got on her a lot for this, which was utterly ridiculous to me. But Melissa also had a desire for her, like, this is my dream.
Yeah.
To be a creator and famous, not famous, but the path that I lead to often leads to fame.
Yeah.
Public figure. Like, I want to be on Billboard, so I guess it's fair to say I did desire to be famous. Hers was to be a lawyer, work on Wall Street, and be on court cases and high-powered attorney. That was her initial dream, right? Which didn't stop because of me. It stopped because law school is expensive. But either way, she didn't necessarily want to be an influencer or a content creator. That never was her thing. And then to be criticized, like she didn't sign up for that. And she's criticized by proxy just because she's married to me. So when I've gone through stuff, she's absolutely been there. When I had to grieve publicly, which I hate, I was actually telling her this. I don't think I would ever announce anybody else who passes in my family. I don't want strangers to give me condolences
all the time.
Yeah. Right. And I don't want to have to share that with everybody I, meet.
Yeah.
Like, my brother was also a public figure, so it was unavoidable. But if my mom and dad passed, my grandma, sister, I'm not going to say nothing about it. That will allow me to grieve in a more natural way. I don't actually need, and I don't mean to be cast.
Yeah, but you get triggered all the time.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be
man.
triggered.
Bro, I get especially, bro, and people don't mean no harm.
Yeah.
But and I'm being in a good mood.
Yeah.
Like, grief already gonna come from me. You inviting him on, he's off today. Grief off.
You just open up the DM and it's like, man, I was praying about you.
I'm having a Sunday right now. Worst thing that ever happened to somebody who meant well. I don't know if they meant well. We was in a meet and greet, right? And me and Tony was doing the Ball Brothers, and this person comes up to me, and people are like, oh, I love your videos. She's like, oh, this is a picture of your brother. Oh, I met him. Look at y'all. Isn't this crazy? You and your brother? I'm so sorry he's gone. And I was like, why would you do this at work? This is like the third person in line of 200 people. Now I'm immediately in a grief position for the next hour, and I got to go perform an hour and a half after that. And I said, I'm done with meet and greets. Yeah, and that used to happen to me all the time. That was just at that moment I said, I'm not doing this no more. So that was a roundabout way of saying only my wife knows everything. She, I don't think I've gotten a big head, but if I were to get a big head, she would bring me down.
Yeah.
I do think I've changed. I've become more guarded, which I didn't anticipate. Just as we were talking, somebody just asked me for money when I was checking my phone to make that joke to you.
Yeah.
I seen, can you just slide me? And I said, and this is what we be talking about. So it's like people who used to check on you just for love, how you doing, or didn't.
Yeah.
They only hit you for bread now. And that happens every time for years and years and years. That starts to mess with you.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm not opening myself up to friendships as much as I used to when I was younger because I have a hard time assessing your true intentions. So I feel like I keep people at a comfortable distance and I have fewer friends who are much closer.
Yeah.
But less friends overall.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why
tough.
my real good friends, if something happens to y'all, then I'm just going to build a castle.
How do you, and this is, I mean, I know the answer, but there's people out there who may want to understand or want to move in this space. How do you as a Christian navigate relationships with people who don't have your perspective, like who don't share your deepest convictions but they're really tight friends of yours.
Yeah.
Like how do y'all, do they respect your boundaries and you like, if they're like, I'm just never gonna get invited to the strip club. Like that's just like, how are you navigating that?
Well, for me, that's very helpful. I appreciate it if you don't do that. I think a lot of times as Christians, I think we forget that our job is to spread the good news.
Mm-hmm.
So that would assume that everybody doesn't have it or is not living by it. I think for me, younger in life, I fell into a trap of only surrounding myself around Christians, which isn't bad. It does keep you safe. But then how are you
being a light? Yeah.
How are you being a light?
Yeah.
And for me, it ended up being, we're just in the Christian Olympics. Who can be more saved than each other? That's what I fell into. I might have sex, but I don't cuss.
Yeah.
Or I might have sex, but I don't have a kid, and you got a kid.
Yeah.
Or I only sinned 2 times this week. Like, that's what I was doing. And I remember being like, this is ridiculous. But I think if your Christian walk prevents you from engaging with people who are not Christians, how strong is your walk? Because when I worked at Bank of America, I had a coworker who worked in the window next to me who was a Wiccan. Like a practicing, like the witch's witch. Like, all that
came out of Seattle.
Yeah.
They have a haven up there.
Bro, they in there.
Yeah.
They got havens, covens, hocus pocus, alakazam.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't quit this job because she's a witch.
Right.
Because I got like, there's nowhere for me to go.
That when she was passing you money and stuff, would you ever
Nah, she was actually really cool. That's the crazy thing. I didn't know she was a witch for like 2 years. She was casual, like, yeah, I mean, we were talking about witches on Halloween. She was like, yeah, I'm a witch for real. I was like, yeah, hocus pocus. She was like, no, I'm like a Wiccan. And I didn't even know what that word was. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I practice the religion. And I was like, what you mean? Like, I literally asked her, and that's when comedy was helpful. I was like, are you doing like, because I didn't know that much, Craig. I said, y'all doing stews and stuff? Like, y'all cauldrons? And she was like, no, man, we don't do no cauldrons.
Man.
And I didn't really, we was at work, so I couldn't go deep into it. But she ain't trying to convert me into being a Wiccan.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you're welcome to come to church. Jesus, big JC over here. I don't know nothing about that alakazam. I don't know nothing about them broomsticks. I didn't even see Wicked until last year. We don't do that stuff. God. I don't do no Harry Potter. No, Wingardium Leviosa, I don't know nothing about that. I know a man from Galilee, and I speak in tongues. I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. I ain't gonna fly on no broomstick. He gonna call me up like Enoch. That's all I know. But in all my life, we're always surrounded by people who are not Christians if we live in the world.
Yeah.
Like, or at different phases of their walk. People used to be Christians who are not anymore, atheists, but that's not Hollywood. That's every job I've had.
Yeah.
At the bank, at Boeing, City of Tacoma, Burger King, the Puyallup Fair, everything I've done, it's been like that. I think we try to create this environment where we just never be touched or be, oh my God, like, bro, we live on earth.
Yeah.
The Bible talks about the path being few.
Yeah.
So that means that the majority of people ain't gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
And what's the point of even doing it if you can't bring people to what you believe by your faith, by your walk, by your thoughts? Like, you scared to even interact with people. How could you lead them to God?
You're talking.
If you can't interact with them at all, they're so unsaved. I can't even be by you. How can I help you? I can't lead you because I can't even be around you. And also, my Christianity should allow me to keep my convictions when I'm outside of the church. Otherwise, I'm not that strong of a Christian.
All right.
That's how I feel.
You listen, brother.
Clip it if you want to clip it.
That's great.
Clip it if you want to clip it.
I want to show you something.
I'm just letting you guys know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Don't believe anything they say.
Okay, couple thoughts. One, I remember when I realized psychics and or mediums existed in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I was a kid and I was like learning. Maybe it was Saul. I'm not a pastor. Somebody was talking about
Saul.
It was Saul.
Yeah.
See, man, I be knowing. You in here, study to show thyself approved.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to say to that, I just I think it's interesting that we try to be like stuff that's happening now didn't happen before.
Mhm.
You know, everything happened in the
Mhm.
Bible. That's one. Two, I think even if that is your, I don't want to say gift, or I don't even know. I don't know how different a psychic is from a prophet. I guess one's ordained, one is working for the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Want to be on the Lord's side, not the monsters.
Everybody got, yeah.
But I think sometimes people seek out you, they seek out a person to confirm what they want to be true.
Mm.
And that doesn't make it true.
Mhm.
Even if you say it,
Mhm.
that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. They do it with ChatGPT. Like,
Mm.
ChatGPT is my therapist. Yeah, because ChatGPT wants you to be happy.
Mm.
So it's not really going to challenge you.
Mhm.
And I think we do that outside of ChatGPT. We want to seek out people, friendships, coworkers that make us feel like we're right.
Yeah.
In our inner circle, just affirm me. But you actually got to go and take the test.
Mm.
Right? So you might pass the bar, but it'd be helpful if you went to law school. Right? You skipping a big part of what helps people pass the bar is going to law school.
Yeah.
And just because, and they didn't say they were going to pass this time.
Yeah.
Eventually you go pass. But even sometimes prophets, they don't get it absolutely right. I've had people prophesy over me that something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Didn't happen by the time they said it.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not saying they ain't wrong. They ain't godly.
Yeah.
But sometimes people, they get it wrong.
That's the human element of it.
It's a human element.
And maybe, how many times, I mean, if you got the gift of teaching, you might have got it wrong on the pulpit.
But nobody's undefeated in life.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? So I think I don't visit with psychics. I do believe in prophets.
Yeah.
But I like to believe them more when they say good things. When they say bad things, I say, oh, man, don't prophesy that on your boy.
I was just curious. But I want to, before we dip, I want to hear about Safe Space.
Yeah.
And I want to hear about how you feeling about Churchy as well right now. Yeah.
So Safe Space is, I literally feel like the Lord, and I mean this doesn't often
Tell us
happen.
what it is.
Safe Space is a show on Tubi.
Mhm.
It is a 1-to-1 parody of couples therapy
Yeah.
on Showtime, which is a show me and my wife watched, and it was really great.
Yeah.
Like, really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Married couples, some non-married couples, and it's their real therapists, and they just agreed to let it be taped. And I promise you, I couldn't sleep one night, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could make a parody of this, like with comedians and improv, and it came out, I mean, much better than I could have imagined.
Yeah.
We was able to put together an amazing cast, amazing scenario. Shout out to every actor who's on there. Rich, who helped me create it. We fleshed out the scenarios, but the actors really did their big ones. Like I was just editing this in the car on the way over here. There's so many bloopers and breaks that we edited out of the final copy, but it's really funny because it was really funny to us.
Yeah.
And it's on Tubi, which is free for people, which is
Tubi get a bad rap. It'd be some gems on there.
It'd be having some heat.
Some gems on there.
Actual movies on there that are in theaters. It's coming up, and that's I'm grateful to be a part of this like new version of Tubi.
Yeah.
There's like actual credible content creators with credible content. I know it got started with some crazy stuff, but it was hilarious. It was entertaining.
Funny.
Sometimes things are so bad, they're also entertaining.
That's right.
You really just can't be in the middle. It's either got to be entertaining because it's good or so bad, it's good.
I just seen characters switch on Tubi. Like, that's not the same actor.
Yeah, oh my God.
Same character, different actor.
Bruh,
I was like, you can't do that. You can't do
But yeah, so I've been grateful to be a part of that. We got the Ball Brothers coming out on Tubi taped versions of, our live show that we just did. This tour will be on Tubi in January. Churchy is still to this day the most proud I've ever been of something. I really want to get hopefully at least one more season because there's some stories that I feel like I couldn't tell until the third season.
Okay.
But the second season was the best thing I've ever been able to make.
Yeah.
It was so dope. Shout out to Lecrae. He was on there
Honored.
acting.
That was great.
Kirk, Kirk came.
Kirk's episode, I was like, what is this man?
It was, and getting y'all in the same episode was great. It wasn't even supposed to be that, kid. This is work. I asked you guys separately.
Yeah.
And it just worked out that you guys both agreed, and it worked out to be in the same episode. But Keith Lee and his wife, Jasmine Love, joining the cast to here, and Quinn being elevated in the cast, and then keeping people like Mark and Lexi. I learned a lot about how to produce TV. That was the first time I was ever paid by the network. Like, the network let us physically produce that. And I learned a lot. I learned how quickly a lot of money becomes no money. And I mean like days.
Yeah.
So you really got to be on your
budget
stuff. Yeah, you got to be on your budget. You have people you trust. This also, me and my wife were not on the same page on the first season of Churchy.
Okay.
So the first season of Churchy has some negative aura, so to speak, because we were not aligned.
Okay.
I was being led by ambition, and I wasn't being open to bringing her along for the ride in a respectful way of who she was. I was too led by ambition, and it cost me a couple $100,000.
Sheesh.
I should have listened.
Sheesh.
I go into detail in my book. Had I listened, pockets would have been a little heavier than they were that year. But the valuable lesson allowed me, I think without that mistake, I would have been prepared for when it was millions of dollars to handle. Not mine. Be clear. I ain't got it.
But man, you
think about the top part of your check.
You're responsible for it.
I was responsible for it, and I was a good steward.
Yeah.
And I came in under budget. We came in under budget, which is crazy. It's the first time ever. I didn't even come under budget the first season because I was being hard-headed. But that Churchy will always, even if I never get to do another season of Churchy, I will be very proud. And also, I'm Churchy.
Yeah.
So it won't be the only story that I could tell from a Churchy point of view, but that show is like my insecure. Like it's the thing
that's good.
Is the most
good.
Close to me. I like Safe Space and The Hospital. Those are just fun, but like I don't have anything. There's not anything I want to say.
Yeah.
Outside of making you laugh. There's not really space for like saying something. Those shows are unscripted. But Churchy, I want to say something.
Yeah.
And I was able to say those things in season 1 and season 2. And if we get season 3, I'll be able to say more, but I don't control that, and I'm not paying for it no more. So
bro, I just want to let you know, man, we proud of you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like and like it's dope to me to see how much the world rocks with you, and just to see like I feel it on multiple levels. Like you're a believer, you're a black man, you are a creative, and I connect with you on all those levels. And just to see, it's like, let's go. Yeah. We doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause it's just, that's rare air. And I mean, you know, I get jealous sometimes because I don't get invited to stuff. Like, you know, I'll be wanting to hang out with Tab and go on trips and
you
stuff.
know how many people tell me that?
I do. I'll just be like, dang, they went on a vacation together. I don't know what I need to. Who do I need to? I need to find somebody to that's a social media person, because I feel away.
Because you live in Atlanta.
But okay,
if you lived here,
that's true.
you'd be like, oh, come over.
I was actually shocked that people was like that when I said I would come to LA. It's like, yeah, you can come over. I was like, I can come over.
You could.
I said, oh, okay.
If you move here or we move there, then we could become closer.
Okay,
you know, I'll come over Casa de Lecrae.
Yeah, it's fine. My son get into school out here. I'll be a bi-coastal parent.
There you go.
And
you could come through.
That's right.
Because you know there's fewer and fewer.
That's right.
I mean, there's fewer and fewer.
Leaving.
You're in.
Okay.
Okay. You on this side of the people I could trust.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Hey now. I love that. But yeah, man, we thank you, man. We give.
Of course, man. I'm so glad to make this. I want to you to cut at the beginning, and it's gonna be like the deep end, and the person's gonna be falling. It's gonna be something. I need to give you something crazy to put at the beginning.
Oh,
like, man, I was on heroin, y'all, and it was in my veins. And you'd be like, what, Kev? The deep end. And then they're gonna be like, Kev was on what? And they're not gonna watch the full episode.
No.
I'm gonna be on Baller Alert, and it's gonna be like, no, he was joking. Don't matter. All that matters is whatever's clipped.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna clip it right, baby.
Yeah.
You said enough. You said cocaine, or you said drugs.
Yeah, man. When I was strung out on cocaine, man.
Yeah.
And then I had the heroin going.
Diddy party. We got plenty of material.
LSD trips. You know. And then God called me in a dream, and I said, I'm a father.
This is
Deep in.
This is the secret. This is the secret to the clips. Demons, tears, or scandal. Demons, tears, or scandal. You got one of them, and the clip is out of here, bro. Clip is out of here.
6, 7.
Hey, oh, there we go. We in there. We out of here, man.
All right, y'all.
This is The Deep End with Lecrae.